I wake up and I straight go to work. Then after a walk, I'm making a breakfast. Then after making a breakfast, I go train. So for in 1 hour, my biceps, my back, my chest. Then after this training, I don't even take a shower. I go to another part of my walk. Then after this 1 hour of walking, I go to eat something. Then after eating something, I go to straight to work on my channel to record videos. Then I go another thing, and another thing, and it's evening and I hate my life. So this is a mistake that a lot of young men are doing, and probably if you started working on your self-improvement, you probably will sooner or later make this mistake too, and that is losing yourself in your duties. There is a chapter in the book The Way of the Superior Man. There's a chapter which says exactly, don't get lost in your duties and to-do tasks, to-do lists, okay? And everyone in this self-improvement, area, they tell you that to-do list, morning routines, like walk and tired. Bro, the whole purpose, like the whole meaning of being a man is exactly to go after your purpose and to embrace the world as it is, to embrace your women, your wife, your girlfriend, to embrace everything, to feel this kind of spiritual masculinity. It's not that, oh, you you bought a Bugatti and now you can drive it, but you don't even have time to drive it because you have to walk, and then you have... Being a man is not about doing everything, doing like spending your every single hour a day on something, on walk. Believe me, I did this mistake myself. Because a year ago I had my programming practices. It's a 1 month in my school when I had to work for a company to learn about programming, get some work experience. And I remember that I was working 7 hours a day, and I liked it, but 7 hours a day were distracting me from my purpose. I was pretty much waking up, working 7 hours a day, going to the gym, then learning because I had to pass my exams on school. It was a rough year for me, and I had half an hour a day of free time to do anything. And I believed that I'm so masculine because I'm walking every single... I was distracting myself from God. I was distracting myself from my purpose. And after a couple of weeks, after that 4 weeks, I felt so exhausted, and I stopped feeling masculine because I was not embracing my purpose. So right now you may think that it's positive to walk. Of course, it is positive to walk. It is positive to, be that productive guy, to not waste your time on Facebook, on social media, on, watching shit on YouTube. But you have to have some kind of refreshers, as I like to name it. And refreshers are things, basically times in your day when you can embrace the world, when you can slow down, when you can just look on the nature, on the beauty of the world. The time when you go and meet with your friends. Time in a day when you are 100% focused on loving your girl. Imagine that. Imagine that you can go to this one extreme point, that you spend all your day with your girl, just cuddling, kissing each other and all of that, without actually working on your purpose, But you also can't go to the next extreme, which is walking your soul just to fulfill your purpose, which probably is not your purpose. I see so many guys, walking and doing things that aren't even their purpose. I see guys who sit and study for some exams on school for majority of their time. And of course, for some men, it can be their purpose. Being reading about literature can be their part of their purpose. But for most of the men, it's not. And probably you sit there and do your 100 days on Duolingo streak. If it not feels like it's part of your purpose, like you've been sent on this earth to do this, then just don't waste time on that. Of course, you have to make some money to live, but believe me, today you can make money from everything. So probably you can take your purpose and make some money from it. But you just have to figure it out how. And if you sit there and you are like going from one task to another, then one task to another, then another, it's not gonna fulfill you. Believe me, I've been there. I did it. And it's not as fulfilling as spending your day exactly like that. You wake up, you meditate on the world, how you will embrace it today. Then you go and walk. Of course, spend a little time to make some money, even if that work that you are doing is not something that you love doing. Because probably you are at this point that you can just drop out of your work. So walk as little as you can on that walk, eat something, and then spend your a couple of hours of undivided focus on something you love. For me, it's training. For me, it's martial arts. For me, it's meeting with my friends. For me, it's recording that videos. For me, it's working on my projects, programming projects. For me, it's reading, learning new stuff. For me, it's journaling because I love to, walk on my thoughts. And then you have half of the day you can spend on meditating, on resting, on embracing your world, on making adventures with your friends, and on being conscious about loving your girl. If she won't feel loved, there is no purpose in spending an entire day with your girl. Believe me, she will feel more loved in 30 minutes of loving her than she will feel after an entire day of your divided focus. Because if you spend time with her, you think about your work, that you should walk now, that you should do this thing, or you should make this meal right now and eat that. But you have to hug her because you want to show that you love her. Bro, it's better to spend a little time with her, but be focused on her, than to just lie to her that, oh yes, I love you, but you think about work, you think about your friends, you think about your purpose. So of course, do your to-do list, do your morning routines, but don't waste entire day only going like a machine from one task to another, because it will not fulfill you. Do your best and leave the rest to God.